Good morning. I wanted to share with you one of my past projects. This is a quilt that I made several years ago from my own paper piecing pattern. You can see it's lots and lots and lots of different trees, and every single one is different. It's made from green scraps and only green scraps, but I have included florals and geometrics and that kind of thing. And then I've got a low volume background in the background. Okay, the pattern for this, I could have gone to somewhere like Etsy and paid a £5 for a pattern, but honestly, they are so easy to make. You're going to be embarrassed about how easy they are if you've been buying patterns in the past. So let's get this out of the way and I'll show you how to make your own. So first thing we're going to do, one piece of paper that is as big as the finished block. In this case, I want my tree block to be rectangular, but there's no reason you couldn't make one square. First thing is, let me get a nice pen that's going to show up. There we go. First thing is I want to draw a line across the bottom. Above that is going to be my tree. Below that is going to be my trunk. So I can choose to do that anywhere within my block. But I deliberately made mine so that it was slightly less than 2 inches so that I would be able to use jelly roll scraps across the bottom, because this is the ideal scrap quilt. So that is going to be the bottom of our branches. Now we want to put the tree trunk in. It can be a square, it can be a rectangle, it can be offset either side. And I think that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a skinny one that is over that way. That's going to be my trunk. Next thing to do is draw from the corner where that meets up to somewhere in the middle for the side of our branches. And the other side, same thing. There we go. Now when we paper piece this, we're going to start in the middle. So that's going to be our piece number 1. Then we're going to add something on that side. So that's number 2, number 3, number 4. And then these two don't really matter which way around it is, but they are 5 and 6. And there's our basic tree. In order to make a pattern, I like to take a slightly different coloured paper, put my tree in the middle, and then draw a line all the way around at 1/4 inch. So that gives me my seam allowance. That final thing will be my block. So there we have it. There is my final block, ready to scan and print or ready to photocopy. The different coloured paper allows me to see which is part of the main block and which is part of the seam allowance. So that is what I turned into that. So at this point you're going to be sitting there going, but that block looks nothing like the finished quilt, because I haven't got a huge great big triangle that's all one colour. What I've done is I have either done wonky stripes and just added one after the other up the central section, or on some of the sections where the stripes are vertical, what I did was I sewed those stripes together to make my own fabric, and then used a square of that to actually do the paper piecing. The background is also crumb quilted. So let me find a good one. This one, there we go. That's a good one. Right, so I don't know how you're going to be able to see this, but in the corner there, can you see there's several different shades of cream? That's because this was a piece of my own fabric that I made. I crumb quilted it and then I used it to fill the big shape on the paper piecing pattern. And again, at the bottom there, you can see on this one, we've got 1, 2, 3 pieces that make up that one little square. So it adds more interest and makes it more interesting. I really, really like it, and I hope you do too. Yeah. Well, thank you for you've stuck with it this far and had a look at my quilt. And let me know if you have a go at making one of your own. I'd be really interested what other ideas it sparks off with you as well, because I don't know about you, but I never watch these videos and do exactly what the person said. I always have my own spin on it, and that's what makes it half the fun. So yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.